So live again in the new studio. It should be less echoey now. There's a lot more stuff in here. I do, however, have the fan on because it's about 1,000,000,000 degrees and the AC doesn't get installed until tomorrow. So, oops, I just closed the wrong link. All right, let's do this. Let's have some fun. So as you tune in, say hi in the chat box. Let me know where you're watching from. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. So I do have a few different sized canvases here, and I had a few ideas. I kind of want to do a funnel pour. I've also got a bottle bottom, and I was thinking of possibly trying the dustpan again, but like only pouring in a little portion of it is my thought. We're gonna see how that goes. Hey Yolanda, hey Christine, welcome, welcome. All right, and I am super open to any color suggestions if anyone heard. Hey Tracy, hey Crystal, hey Monique, welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me. Also, for anyone watching this on replay later, this is a live video. The whole point's for me to chit chat with people, say hello, answer questions, etc. So if that's not your kind of video, then just don't watch. All right, I'm thinking, let us start off with a funnel pour. Who here has done a funnel pour before? Perfectly imperfect paintings, that's awesome. Hey Linda, magenta, teal, and purple. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got purple here. Teal, I've got Caribbean teal and turquoise, which is kind of like a light purple. And then, let me see if I have Razzle Dazzle, which is the magenta kind of color that I have. I think I have a full container of paints over here. There we go, Razzle Dazzle. I'm still working on putting together my studio, so it's still a bit of a hot mess. All right, got you. So that's what we'll start with for this funnel pour. Can everyone see okay, or would you like me to zoom in a little bit? Also, this canvas, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's a little bit loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of water. Normally, I would take a spray bottle, but I don't have one here, so I'm going to just dump a little bit of water directly onto it. You can also put it under a faucet, and this will tighten up the canvas right away. You don't even have to wait for it to dry. Just don't get it on the top of the canvas. Hey, Kimberly. Welcome. I have another loose canvas over here also. So I'm going to do the same. So, pro tip to tightening your canvases. Yeah, where's everyone watching from? We've got Australia in the house, we've got Tennessee, we've got North Carolina, Ohio. And I'm not sure if I'll be live next Wednesday because I will be traveling. I'll actually be in Las Vegas next Wednesday. So I may or may not be. We shall see. Okay. I'm going to see if I can zoom in just a little bit, or at least angle the camera down a little. Ooh, California in the house. I am in Los Angeles and it is so hot. I cannot believe I don't have an air conditioner. Okay, I think that should be better. All right, gloves, and here we go. Hey, Twisted Art Lady. Texas in the house. I'm coming to Texas next month. I hope you guys have signed up for my class. If not, go to fluidartexperience.com. I will be in Dallas specifically, so I hope to see you guys there. fluidartexperience.com. All right, so I'm going to start off with a base of white. These are all mixed media girl pouring paints. I feel like since it's so hot in here, they may be a little bit thicker than normal, but I don't know. Hey, Dan. Okay, so purple. I've got Razzle Dazzle here, which is like a magenta. I'm going to use some Caribbean teal. Let me make sure I've shaken that. And I'm going to use a little bit of turquoise, which I think will be nice. And I'll probably also layer some white in here. This is a 12 by 12 inch canvas, by the way, guys. So I'm putting the funnel right directly like to the canvas so the colors won't seep out until I'm ready. Let's start off with some purple. And we're just going to pretty much fill the funnel up. Now, depending on what size your funnel is, you may not need to fill the whole thing up. So just as a warning, don't just pour all the paint in the world in there. But this funnel holds about enough for this size canvas. Because there are many different sizes of funnels. All right, we got Walnut Creek in the house. Welcome, welcome. This is going to be a very pretty color combo. No metallics in here. I should have probably put a metallic, but that's okay. I really like the teal. That Razzle Dazzle can kind of take over, so I'm trying to be a little bit more careful with that. And we have a lot of darker colors, so I'm adding quite a bit of white. Okay, I think that should be fine. So there's multiple ways that you can do this. You can pull straight up and just let it out. You can go in kind of a spiral, which is what I typically do, or you can kind of go up and down, which lets it out a little bit. You don't want to pull it out of this puddle completely. You want it to kind of sit underneath that white paint. So hopefully you guys can see. I'm going to lift it out, and I'm going to just lift up a little bit, then put it back down. So I'm slowly releasing the paint. And this is just one of the many ways of doing this. You should see some fun cells in there, fun reactions. This is a good way to get some good lacing as well. And there's no silicone or anything in this. I do typically use metallics with this technique to help with some cell creation, but we'll get what we get. I'm half tempted to throw a dot of silicone in there, but let's just see it through. Oh, Laughlin, Nevada in the house. Awesome. Also, I typically like to have a cup right next to me to put this in to catch the runoff. So let me grab a cup real quick. So far, so good. I don't know how much will happen in terms of reactions, but either way, it's going to be gorgeous. So this is also a really fun one to spin out if you have a spinner, which I don't have one here yet at my house, so I'm going to just tilt. But I did order a spinner, which should be in tomorrow, so that'll be awesome. Yeah, it's really, really pretty color combination. I think you can't go wrong with these colors. And we are definitely getting some reactions in here. Some slow burners coming up. All right, I actually really like that. We got some beautiful lacing over here, some cells coming up over here. The initial cells that go under the white are awesome if you can keep them on the canvas. Sometimes it's a little difficult though. Super pretty. All right. I'm about dying in this heat, so I'm not sure how much more. Let's do at least one more painting, if not maybe two. I have an idea that I want to try. Let me bring you guys in for a close-up on this. I'm very happy with how it came out. Okay. How's the lighting and the sound, you guys? Please let me know in the chat box. I actually got some new lights for the studio, which I'm pretty excited about, so I can control it. Okay, so we have some razzle dazzle cells popping up and some awesome lacing over here. That razzle dazzle might look kind of red in the camera, it looks like, but it's like a deep magenta. Super pretty. Here's the purple. And I'm glad this didn't come out too dark. I put a lot of white. Sound is good, lighting not so much. Really? I was thinking it's the other one. I was thinking the sound wouldn't be great. Lighting should be good. It still sounds like echoey. Yeah. Still have some more work to do on that. Issues as well. I kind of live on top of a mountain, so I really rely on the Wi-Fi to be good. Sorry about that. Please let me know if it continues to be an issue. Let's move on. Okay. So the next idea I wanted to try, I'll do on the 14 by 14 inch canvas. Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me now? Yep, I've got sound. If there's no sound, that might be on your end. It's definitely have sound. Okay. The funnel is a silicone funnel from Lolivefe, which is Lolivefe. It's definitely a weird name, but it's kind of cute how they came up with it. Okay. It's better for you now? Okay, good. So we're going to use the 14 by 14 inch canvas, and my idea for this, which I'm also open to color suggestions again, I am going to do a bottle bottom pour, but instead of putting the bottle bottom directly on the canvas like I typically do, I'm going to raise it up on a cup. So this is going to give me a bit of a different look. Hey, Ralphie. Metallics. Yes, 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 metallics. Love metallics. Okay. Let's go for earthy for this one. Specifically, like on purpose earthy. Use some sand. Use some Merlot. Pop of blue. There's my Merlot. Okay. And I am going to do this as a dirty pour. Yeah, definitely got metallics in here. All right. So let's get on it. All right, we're starting off with some white. And then let's get lots of metallics in here. So we've got some copper. We're going to get some Merlot. Just some regular gold here. And that's a 14 by 14 inch canvas, so we need a little bit more paint. I'm going to put a dash of yellow in here. Not too much though, because this yellow is pretty bright. And I'm going to put, this bottle isn't labeled, but I'm pretty sure it's Pacific Blue in here. Right by the yellow, so that should give us a cool green, I'm thinking. Hey, Stephanie. I'm going to use some sand, which is a great alternative for white if you want to go a little more earthy. Oh, somewhere over here I have chocolate magic. Hold on. Yeah, chocolate magic. Okay. Gotta get that in there. Well, so so glad you're here, Tracy. All right, let's do more white. I'm gonna fill this whole cup up, okay? Let's do some chocolate magic. And now we're gonna go, I don't like to have just like tons of browns myself, so the Merlot for me and like the Pacific Blue are real good ways to kind of offset that. Still give you a really earthy look without too much kind of brown. I do really like the copper, so there we go. Super full. Hey, hey. Still not quite enough paint for this canvas though. So what we'll do is we're gonna just start off with some white. This will also tell me if this thing's gonna fall over when I pour on it. And it'll give you an idea of how it looks. So make sure everybody's playback quality is the best possible so you can see it, and let's go. I'm gonna pour pretty slow-ish, I guess. This is going to be interesting. So super duper earthy colors. Hopefully we don't end up with all brown. I'm trying to pour evenly, but I'm doing a not great job. Some pretty colors coming out. And we got the white in there that we put in first. Nice to see you, Ralphie. And while that's doing its thing, I'm going to grab a stick. Now, I do for a fact know that this table is unlevel, but I have not had quite the time to level it out, so just go with it and don't stress about it. It's going to be okay. You can already see it's kind of running this way a little bit. So I'm gonna let this drip for just another second. Yeah, it's like a multi-ring pour effect, totally. Okay, we'll lift this off. Uh-oh, I got a drip where I didn't want one. And then we're gonna lift the cup up and let it fill in. And I am going to wreck this. So I'm gonna take a stick and I'm gonna go through. You can go through more than once. And you can go through wherever you want. You don't have to do it just like this. But that's my favorite. Not used to these colors, and I really wish I had a spinner to spin this out on. So if you're doing something like this where you want to maintain the pattern but you don't have a spinner, just try tilting to one side then back to the middle like this. You're still going to not totally maintain the pattern, but it will definitely help. Tracy, yeah, if you're doing a big piece outside, I would see if there's at least a place inside that it can dry, like a garage or something, or you'll have to create like a screen to go over it or something like that. You can possibly get one of those big like camping screens or something that could go over it, like when you eat, but you'll probably still get some bugs in there. Well, this is coming out better than I thought. I was definitely worried about that color combination. It is still interesting. Definitely different for me, but I'm actually totally digging it. What do you guys think? Benet, I have not, but I'm definitely open to trying that. I actually want to come back this way just a little bit. Oh, is Veronica here? Hey, hey. Okay. I think that's how it's gonna go. Let's do our close-up. Yeah, it's like a starfish ring pour. I don't even know, but it's fun. Actually really liking the colors in this. I'm gonna have to watch this again and duplicate these colors with some other technique. I don't think it likes me. It definitely does not like me to move my phone, I think. So. Woo! Yeah, it doesn't like me to move my phone. So that's weird, but we just won't move the phone. Hello, who's here from Zach's channel? If anyone hasn't checked him out, check out Zach Higgins. Let me get the link to his channel. I was just over checking out, he was doing some awesome casting. And he does things like, he's very professional, like me. Anyways, here's Zach's link. So check him out, guys. Do me a favor, show him some love. We got a bunch of awesome people. So I'm just not gonna move the phone again because for some reason that's just destroying the internet. I don't know how that works. That doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Okay, we are going to try to master this dustpan on a smaller canvas. Kim says, is it best to use white? Well, that just depends on what you want. There's no best necessarily, it just is what you're going for. I don't like dark pieces personally in general, unless that's what I'm going for. So adding a decent amount of white will offset that. Let me move this canvas to safety. And then we'll do the next one. Try not to paint my keys either. Okay. Looks like a starfish washing on shore, yep. Ooh, gotta get this corner. All right, so much fun. And I love trying the tools out in different ways to see how they react and getting those the different looks, you know. You do not have to use the tools the same way every time at all. Okay, so now we're gonna do a 10 by 20 canvas. And I'm gonna raise this up so it doesn't sit in this wet paint. But we'll keep this, don't you worry. Fire colors, okay. I'm down. Got some painter's pyramids. Not gonna go quite all the way around it, I don't think. Aw, thanks, Zach. All right. I'll make sure it's in the camera, don't worry. Okay, so we have a request for fire colors. Fire. Here is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm gonna cover this with a base of some color, probably white, why not? And then we'll do the dustpan on top of that. This dustpan is the world's largest dustpan. Seriously, like, I don't even know why you would need a dustpan that big. Look how big it is. So what we're going to do, dip in the runoff, okay, is I am going to, we're kind of experimenting here a little bit. I'm going to take my box, I'm going to put it here to tilt this. And hopefully we don't run off that way. And let's do a puddle basically here. So white, yellow, orange, and red. And let me see if I can find black real quick. What is the best way to get all of the edges covered? The best way is to make sure you're using enough paint in the first place. If you're using enough paint, you shouldn't have any issues getting the edges covered. will suffice. Sunset colors, well, this will kind of also be sunset colors, but we're dubbing them fire colors. Okay. White, so I'm gonna go through these one more time. I don't need a lot of paint because I'm going to be putting a base coat here. Bye, Zach, thanks for joining. We don't want this to look like eggs. And some deep sea. I'm going to put a smidge of orange here, and then one smidge of yellow. I think that should be good. Now, how to keep this here. Zeke, I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm sorry. Too far in the back of what? Rephrase. I wish I had black. That would be actually a great color for the canvas. Let me double check. I have another box of paint that I just found, and I would like to cover the canvas with black, I think. Let me just get these other bottles out of the way, because otherwise, knowing me, I will knock them over everywhere. The back of the dustpan. I mean, it's on the side of the dustpan, not the back. The back over here, front over here. If we put it any more front, it'll start coming out before I'm ready, because I don't want it to come out yet. So, let me see real quick if I have black over here. I think I do somewhere. Yep, I have a massive thing of black. Woo-hoo. Okay. All right, this is a 32 ounce bottle. These are the old 32 ounce bottles that we used to use. So let's give this a nice coating of black. And then we'll see how we do with this dustpan. I hope this comes out super duper awesome. Well, but I don't. And this is an old paint that needs to be used anyways. Okay, almost there, almost there. Oh, paint in my arm. Good. Alright, come on. Probably the last corner that gives you the most grief. There we go. Okay. Nice black. I think I got all the sides. Let me just wipe my hands off real quick. And then we'll do the dustpan. I'm pretty nervous. Now, one thing I've learned that's pretty important is make sure there's nothing that your elbow is going to hit when you're doing this. Make sure you're kind of free and clear to whichever side you're pulling from. So in that note, I'm going to kind of move everything over here to the side so I don't hit anything. Okay. Here we go. You guys ready? I'm excited and nervous. So there's not a lot of paint in the dustpan. And essentially, we're going to just slowly pour it out. I might not have enough now that I'm thinking about it, but let's try it and see what happens. We can always expand by tilting. Hey, Maria. I might just want to add more. I might just want to add more paint. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to add a little more paint. We'll try to do the same thing. I was thinking that should be plenty, but I don't know. Kind of reminds me of a Chinese dragon. Yeah. It's not so bad, but just not quite what I wanted. So let's just do a little bit more. Now it's so reflective, you guys can see my face in there. Definitely cool. Hello from New Zealand. I love this yellow over here. I think that's perfect. I think the deep sea in here instead of black is actually a good thing, especially since we're using the black in the background. All right. Layering this just a little bit differently. One drop of white. And guys, if you're enjoying yourself, feel free to super chat, super sticker, anything like that. Totally up to you, not required, but every little bit helps. Okay. I think we're pretty good. Just a little bit more. And now I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually flip this canvas around and start from the other end, which this is going to be a challenge in itself. Please hold. Just because I'm right-handed, I can't go the opposite direction. Promise not to drop it. Whew. Okay. Everybody can still see? Yep. All right, let's do this again here. Here we go. Hello from California. Let's start over here. We'll have some overlappage here, that's okay. Whew, okay. Aw, thanks you guys. You're the best. All right. Excellent. So I think I'm going to play with this one a little bit. I'm going to tilt to begin with, and then I might get in here with a stick and kind of do some embellishments. I'm not going to tilt too much. I'm happy with the design. And I'm happy that I managed to use that massive dustpan successfully on a smaller canvas. Aw, thanks. I think it looks awesome also. So a palette knife would be excellent in this situation. We have none, so we shall stick it out. So with a stick, you can modify your design. You can drag the outside color into it, like that. And you can use it to pull your other colors out into your negative space there. So because of these, we have these colors, it's gonna look probably a little bit like aliens or something, I don't know. Yeah, this would be amazing with a hairdryer, I think. So I'm gonna have to use these colors pretty soon. So I'm just going through and creating a series of embellishments. I do recommend kind of wiping your stick off as you go. And try to go with the flow of your piece, you know? Hey, Brandy. Love seeing you on here every time. Whatever happens, just go with it. All right. Might actually, I don't think I have a straw nearby. If I did, I might actually blow out some parts of this. Let me see if I can do it without putting my shirt in it. Hold on. That's kind of cool. Mixing the colors there a bit. So it can be super awesome to not have an agenda. Paper towels dampened and swipe with a swoosh. Let's do it. I like it. I gotta take these gloves off. They're a hot mess. Fantastic plan. All right, I don't have a spray bottle to dampen it actually, so I'm just gonna do it dry. Let's go, I wanna go over here. This will definitely be some kind of dragon before we're done. Oh yeah. I'm just trying not to make a tree. And that looked like a snail, so I had to take it out. Yeah, definitely would make some flames. Agreed. And if you have any part where you're like, oh, there's too much yellow there, too much orange, swipe it out. Always a good suggestion. Do any of you guys just ever play? Because that's one of my favorite things to do is don't worry about the outcome, just play. Just move the paint around and have fun with it. As anyone who's been on my channel for more than a minute probably knows, I am notoriously anti-negative space, so I'm also trying not to take out all that negative space. Awesome, Maria. Awesome, Zeke. That's good. If any of you have trouble just playing, please come see me in Dallas next month. I will absolutely help you with that. Now, in addition to swiping out, you can also swipe in. So like right here, maybe, you can pull that black in, which can kind of give you some cool effects. Now, of course, the more you swipe with like the same paper towel, the more blended it will start to get. So switch out your pieces of paper towel. Now that one was a little, didn't quite go how I wanted it to. And this color over here went a little further than I wanted, so I can kind of take some of it back. Okay. I think that I'm happy with that. Yeah, thanks, Zeke. This is Mixed Media Girl pouring paint. So, I would love to bring you guys in for a close-up, but I'm kind of afraid to. Do you guys want to chance it? I mean, we are at the end of the video anyway, so I guess if it cuts out, it's not the end of the world. Because I want you guys to see some of the close-up details a little bit. Let's try it. Let's try it, see what happens. And then I'll have to call my... in there. Over towards with the black. Bright colors. This one I have. Okay. All right, I did my best. Okay, guys. Hopefully I'm still not cut out. Did it totally get pixelated when I brought you guys in for a close-up? It's like so pixelated on my end. That's so weird. All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. Does anyone have any last-minute questions? Make sure you join me in Dallas next month. Let me grab the link for that real quick. Also, hopefully you guys are following me on the Facebook page because I have all kinds of sales going on right now. So that's the link for Fluid Art Experience. I have my own art and then epoxy as well, including all the epoxy additives and epoxy kits. So you can find all of that pinned to the top of my Facebook page. Let me see if I can, it'll let me post here. It might be too much to post. Let's try. Give me a half a second. I'll get you guys all those codes. And my website's mixedmediagirl.com, in case anyone's wondering. Or maybe I can post just 2 at a time. All right, let's do 2 at a time so you guys can. Although I would definitely 2 of the codes. Oh, didn't work. Hold on. And then she does it again. Here, 1 at a time. I really want to reiterate that same thing. Okay, so that's the first one. Here is the second one. Yikes. Okay. And then the third one is here. And the final one, once again, my website, mixedmediagirl.com. You can definitely find that link down in the description as well. Hey, Zippy Zone. Thank you so much, Zeke, for joining. All right, bye, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your week. May or may not go live next Wednesday. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be having fun on a road trip with my daughter. I'll see you all next time.